Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Derek Carr revealed how close he came to actually signing with the New York Jets. He also said why he was about to sign with the New York Jets. We'll talk about his comments, what they mean. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season. We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Football Friday, the final one until, or before, I should say, actual football will be played by the Jets. Training camp starts Tuesday. First practice is Wednesday. Looking forward to getting practice tweets, practice reports once again. I'm also excited to share that on Monday, the radio play-by-play voice of the New York Jets, Bob Wischusen, will be joining us to preview training camp for the Jets. And, of course, if you've been living under a rock, you have missed the announcement that the Jake Asman merch store is going public tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern for all Patreon users, patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. You get early access. You get a discount code that gives you 15% off. Sign up for my Patreon. It's just $5 a month. And it pays for itself if you're going to buy merch because you get a discount. Boom. You just used that Patreon money right there. You're getting a Patreon membership for free. It's patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Check it out. You get Discord access, merch store discounts, this show in podcast form, bonus shows not on YouTube, name in the intro, and a whole lot more for less than a cup of coffee a month. Shout out to Marquise Payne and Minnesota Jet Fan, our two most recent Patreon subscribers. JakeAsman.com/shop is where the merch store will be. General public, Tuesday, July 23rd, 9 a.m. Eastern, when the Jets report the training camp. The merch store opens up for everybody else. All right, here we go. Let's talk about some comments that were made by Derek Carr, who did an interview on the Pardon My Take podcast with Barstool Sports. Carr being asked about how close he came to signing with the Jets, and I think there's a lot of interesting nuggets in this soundbite here. Once again, here's Derek Carr on Pardon My Take.
So with the Jets thing, that was weird because you had to know they wanted Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah. And the thing which was different in that situation, like, Aaron's a 9 billion time MVP, right? And all that kind of stuff. But you still have to trade for him. Whereas I'm free, and you can still keep those picks. You can still, I was not asking for as much money as whatever they say your market is. Like, I was like, I don't want to do that because I want, wherever I go, man, I just want to win. And so use the money. I don't care. And so that situation, I remember sitting there with Saleh. He's like, look, man, we'd love to have you. Like, it's like up to you. I was like, I would love to make that decision right now because Robert Saleh I am like probably his biggest fan. Like, I absolutely 10 out of 10 love him, would run through a wall for him, even if he's not my coach. I'd still, like, if he was like, I need you to do this, yes, sir. Like, I would do it.
Yeah.
And so, like, that whole situation, that was the hardest thing because my brother knew Coach Saleh, and he was like, he knew I love New Orleans, but he's like, you're going to see Saleh. He was like, you're probably going to stay.
Yeah.
Like, he was, like, thinking I was going to sign because of Saleh. And I remember going there, and I was like, I promised myself I had to go through the process because I didn't want to sign and then think, well, what did that team think?
Right.
Or what could they do? You
right.
know? And so that was hard. But, yeah, I mean, it was a weird situation. But at the same time, like, trading for Aaron wasn't a guarantee, for them, at that time.
Yeah. So you could have made the decision right then. It was in your court. They were like, we want you to be the quarterback.
I could have, yeah. I could have. But there was it just wasn't the right time for me because there was still like 4 or 5 teams that I had to hear from.
Right.
And so it ended up working out, for both of us.
So let's start with that last part. Based on what Carr is saying right there, because the Jets had so much uncertainty, if Rodgers wanted to play for them, etc., they were prepared if Carr was on board to sign off and make him the quarterback of the Jets. That's what Carr is saying in that cut. I don't know if I'm buying that. Right? Based on what Derek Carr just said, specifically at the end there, it was his decision to keep meeting with other teams because the Jets were committed to Carr if he was willing to sign on the dotted line. That's what Derek Carr is saying there. I don't know if I'm buying it. Let's remember, they had already hired Nathaniel Hackett at that point, who's as close to Rodgers as any coach he's ever played for. I think the Jets had a pretty good idea they were going to end up with Rodgers. I think it was a calculated risk. Was it 100%? No, but I don't buy that if Carr said, yep, I'll play for you, I'm good to go. Right? I don't necessarily buy that. And also, a couple things here, right? Derek Carr saying, well, I'm a free agent. You don't have to trade for me. That's true, right? The Jets certainly could have used, a second-round pick in 2023 and a second-round pick in 2024, for sure. But knowing what we know now, where Rodgers got hurt 4 plays in and it ended up just being 2-2s, isn't that worth it for the chance to go into this year to win the Super Bowl? I think it is. With this core the Jets have, an inability to ever find their own franchise quarterback, I think the chance of Rodgers giving you a shot at winning it all is worth it. And you could say, well, Jake, at least Carr played. But Carr's not winning you anything. He's never won a playoff game in his career. He's been to the playoffs only once, and it's not all his fault, but Derek Carr is just a jag. He's just a guy. He's not winning you a championship. Your best case scenario with Derek Carr is you go 9-8 in the loaded AFC, and you probably lose in the wild card round like what the Browns just did last year. Right? So I understand Carr's point. Yeah, you could just trade for me, or you could just sign me. You don't need to trade for me, but Aaron Rodgers is still worth it. He got hurt. Yeah, it sucks. But at least the Jets have a chance this year. They would have no chance if Carr was the quarterback right now. That's the difference. And Derek Carr's not a bad quarterback. If he was their quarterback last year, they probably do go 9-8. And they probably are a playoff team because of how good the team is around him. But I'm still taking my chance with Aaron Rodgers. I just am. And the other thing is, now that we know how this played out, where Aaron Rodgers at the time took the largest pay cut in professional sports history, Jalen Brunson then said, hold my beer a year later. Let's go Knicks. But knowing what we know about Rodgers taking that pay cut, it really didn't matter that Derek Carr didn't take $48 to $50 million a year, that he took $42 million a year, whatever it was, AAV. Doesn't matter. Because when Aaron Rodgers took his pay cut, his cap hit for the next 2 years was lower than Zach Wilson. So you basically had Rodgers on a rookie contract for at least the next 2 years. Then his number goes up, and you got to fit that into your cap with the other moves you're going to make. So that part to me, it's like, yeah, like you wouldn't have to give Derek Carr a huge contract, but you still have to pay him a lot. And once Rodgers took the pay cut, it kind of nullified that advantage you would have with Carr. And yeah, the second-round picks would have been nice. But really, that wouldn't have mattered if your quarterback is meh. That's kind of what Derek Carr is. He's meh. Derek Carr is the AFC Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones proved he can go to the playoffs. He can play well in a playoff game. But he's never going to be the guy. You're not going to win a championship with Daniel Jones. You're not going to win a championship with Derek Carr. Aaron Rodgers in the AFC gives you a shot. And Carr was smart. He talked about in the interview finding the right fit. The right fit was getting out of the AFC. Now, Derek Carr's, if you think about it, he's not great, but he's probably one of the better quarterbacks in that conference. At least he was going into that year. Last year, he was so mid to bad at times that I don't even know if we can make that case now with Brock Purdy emerging, Jared Goff having the year he did, etc. But point being, Derek Carr and the Jets, they're not winning anything. Right? So they came close. But I don't know if I even buy that part on Carr saying it was basically his choice to not be a Jet. They were waiting on Aaron, but I said I'd sign on the dotted line. Like, I don't know if I buy that. But the other thing I think is worth talking about here, I did like what he said about Saleh, right? Derek Carr talking about Robert Saleh. He'd run through a wall for that guy, even if he wasn't my coach. Robert Saleh has the respect of people in that room and people around the NFL. He does. Does he need to get better at certain things? For sure. But he's growing as a coach. I heard Breece Hall talk about this in an interview he did with Kay Adams. Saleh's now in year 4. I think he's learned a lot through the first 3 years. I think there's something to be said for Carr's comments there about Robert Saleh. Because that stuff matters, man. The Jets didn't quit on Saleh last year when it was so easy for them to do so. You go 4 plays into the season was essentially over. They came back down 10 at halftime that night and won the game. They did start 4-3 until the injuries to the O-line were just too much to handle. They couldn't get by with Zach Wilson at quarterback after they lost AVT, and you had no shot. You had no shot. They were 4-3, though. They did win 3 of their final 5. They did stick it to Belichick in his last game ever. You think Bill wanted to go out on that note? Believe me, he didn't. So, no one's telling you Robert Saleh is Vince Lombardi. But he deserves this year. He's built one of the best defenses in the league. He could hire a hell of a defensive staff. Players play for him. The quarterback's on board with the head coach, and that's the most important thing. Derek Carr was on board with the head coach. But at the end of the day, the Jets have to win this year. Saleh has to win this year. Because I think there's more pressure on Saleh than maybe even anyone in the organization. Even more pressure on him than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers' legacy is set. He's one of the greats of all time. Would it maybe take a hit if it blows up and it's not good this year in New York and that's it? Okay. He won 4 MVPs in Green Bay. He won a Super Bowl. Robert Saleh, to this point, is at 3 years with a losing record. He's got to win, or he might not get another chance to be a head coach. There's more pressure on Saleh than anyone else. But I think you like hearing that from Carr, at least that aspect of what he was saying. This is a make or break year, and if the Jets could do it all over again, even knowing what they know now with Rodgers getting hurt, they still make the deal. They still make the trade for this upcoming year. And I'll tell you what, here's the other thing that doesn't get talked enough about when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, right? It's not just that he took the pay cut that gave the Jets more flexibility these last 2 years. It's not just that. If you have Derek Carr as your quarterback right now, I promise you, Mike Williams and Tyron Smith aren't taking 1-year deals with minimum guaranteed money to play for this team. They're not. They're here because they look at Aaron Rodgers as their meal ticket to win and to get paid again. If you're Mike Williams, you're 30 years old, coming off injury, you need a big season to reset the market next year as a free agent. Get paid more than just a 1-year deal. You're not signing with the Jets if Derek Carr was here coming off the year he just had. You're not. And if you're Tyron Smith, who only got $6.5 million guaranteed, when the initial speculation was he's going to get at least $15 or $20 million guaranteed on a 1-year deal, he signed for $6.5 million. Think about that. You think Tyron Smith's coming to the Jets if Derek Carr's the quarterback right now? Obviously not. He's not. So, despite how it ended last year, 4 plays in for Aaron, we're still seeing the positive overall impact of that decision. Sure, it cost them 2 second-round picks. At least to have a chance to win this year. What are the Saints doing with Derek Carr? What's their ceiling? 9-8? Because the division sucks? I mean, come on. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Let's open it up and see what you guys are thinking. Shout out to everyone out there for supporting the show. I want to announce something as well. So we got the merch store coming. Everyone by now knows about the Asmaniac watch party at T Squared Social on Saturday, August 17th. Here's the other thing I want to announce. Get on Patreon and check out the announcement I put in the Discord. It's an announcement for an announcement. I'm collaborating with Richie from Jets Media on a meetup in East Hanover, New Jersey on August 7th. That's all I'm going to say. Spots are limited. I only got 50 spots for this based on the size of the venue. But an awesome meetup is in the works at a Jet fan, Asmaniac-owned family business. That's all I'm going to say. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Get in the Discord. You'll see details on this event. People have been asking for an event in Jersey. We've done Long Island. We've done the city. We did Vegas last year. I did Canton, Ohio last year. Well, we're doing New Jersey now. And details of that event are once again on the Discord first for the Patreon subscribers. All right. Comments, questions, super chats. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off by saying thank you to Bobby Midnight for gifting one lucky listener a channel membership. If you hear your name called, you are officially an Asmaniac. D. Brown, welcome, welcome, welcome. One Asmaniac added in the show. How many more? Michael with a super chat. He cuts the line. Allen's reply to Carr's Pro Saleh take. Question, by the way, so glad we didn't get Carr. That would have been same old Jets. He's never going to win. Yeah, I don't want to make it sound like I'm not saying Derek Carr is not better than what the Jets put on the field last year. He obviously is. But I'm good. I'm good. You're never winning with that guy. Take the chance on Aaron Rodgers. They did. It, unfortunately, did not work last year because he got hurt. That doesn't mean it won't work this year. Got to see it through. 100%. Hennessy writes in, it's funny how a lot of players love Robert Saleh. Yeah, it's almost like they see he's been victimized by the worst quarterback situation in the league, and the man is a defensive guru. Is anyone going to dispute that? Right? If Robert Saleh got fired, he'd have a job as a DC in 2 minutes. That doesn't mean he's a great head coach. But he's not Adam Gase. All right? Adam Gase can get a job in the NFL. I don't care if the records or winning percentage is similar. It's nonsense. Watch the games. Watch the games. All right? If Joe Douglas had done his job better, the Jets are a playoff team the last 2 years. And I like Joe Douglas, but that's a fact. I want to hear it. Proud NYJ fan. He checks in. It's our guy, Nick. Nick's in the hospital right now, still watching the show. He called in earlier. Unbelievable. Shout out to you, Nick. Feel better, brother. Opinions on Saleh. Every NFL player greater than Allen. Hard to argue. Michael writes in with a super chat. 2 seconds for A-Rod. Think of all the second-round busts. It's true. Brees finally solved that problem. Thank God. But there's still a second-round wide receiver curse for the Jets. Elijah Moore, Denzel Mims, the two most recent examples. So I'll say this, Michael. Here's what I would say, all right? Thank God Malachi Corley was the first pick of the third round. They tried to trade up into round 2 to take him. Thank God they got Malachi Corley. 65th overall, I think it was. First pick of the third round. That makes a difference. You could say, does it really, Jake? No, but as a Jet fan, we're superstitious. To me, it makes a difference. The same reason why I didn't love Vinny Testaverde being at the home opener this year in week 1. I know it was the anniversary of 9/11. I get that. I still would like to see Vinny not there the night Aaron Rodgers is making his Jets debut. I'm just saying. All right. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Tom Ace writes in, I was told Gase was a great coach repeatedly. Not only were you told that, Tom, but you actually were told you were a dope for having the audacity to question that hire.
And Jet fans are clueless. I mean, they're dopes. They don't know anything. This is a really good hire. Gase is a great coach. Gase is a great coach. Okay, Adam Gase is Kyle Shanahan before Kyle Shanahan. Gase is a great coach. And Jet fans are clueless. I mean, they're dopes. They don't know anything. This is a really good hire. Gase is a great coach. Gase is a great coach. Okay, Adam Gase is Kyle Shanahan before Kyle Shanahan. Gase is a great coach. And Jet fans are clueless. I mean, they're dopes. They don't know anything. This is a really good hire. Gase is a Paul Skeens, Pittsburgh Pirates, dominant guy, overpowering. You faced, obviously, you were in the Nolan Ryan era. But
No.
What,
I
not
never
even an
faced Nolan.
inning?
Slow down. Slow down. No, I was way after Nolan.
Okay,
Way
after Nolan. Okay.
Amazing. Let's go Yankees. Rocking the Yankee hat. Baseball second half starts tonight. Derek Carr on the bump. Shout out to Jeter. What a moment for the captain. Even in retirement. Still giving me reasons to love the guy even more. Unreal. JJ checks in. We should have signed Carr. At least he played more than 4 snaps last year. JJ, thank you for your contribution to the show. Really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great weekend.
Now look what you've done, JJ. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it.
See ya, JJ. Not doing this today. Don't have it in me, man. Don't have it in me. Unreal. Jesus Jerry says, I watched Stephen Hill snag 2 tutties in his first game, 48-28. Yeah, against the Bills in 2012. I thought they finally had a player. That was, and little did we know, that was all he would do as a Jet. That was it. That moment for Stephen Hill. Brutal. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, let's open up the Gustbuster hotline right now. Please hit the like button. If you're tuning in live, that helps the channel grow. Subscribe. It's free to do that. Shout out to everyone who watches each and every day. Ladies and gentlemen, Keith Best is first up today. Hello, Keith. How are you?
Oh, my God. Look, I got my Aaron Rodgers shirt on, and we're going to win. Just trust the process. Let go of all this bullshit of negativity that you see on every channel and just do it. I do it. I have a lot of stuff going on, and I do it every day. I don't know what else to say. We don't need Carr. We don't, I'd love to have Adams over. I don't know what's right and what's wrong sometimes. So you have to just sit back and let the flow go. I was on episode 4 of your take that you made. I don't know who put that together for you, but they did an amazing job.
Gator McCluskey and Boomtown.
Yeah, and I was in it. I blew my mind.
Not only were you in it, you were the title of it.
I know it was. I showed my goddad yesterday. I was like, you see how this works? He didn't believe it. He was like, wow. You can't tell somebody who's 88 years old, that doesn't do sports, but he loves me to death. And I just said, this is how it's going to work right now. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I trust the process. I told you, I think you could bring me up on the first time I came on your show 5 months ago. I said, I trust Joe Douglas. And a lot of you guys may not like that. And that's okay. But I think that we have the opportunity to go to a level that we haven't seen in a long time. And when you sit back and you watch how these guys play around with each other, the players throwing the nickels with a string on it to attach to the gum on the table or whatever it is. There's an aura that I've been a long time Jet favorite, and I've never seen the aura of what you're witnessing now. Never.
I'm with you, Keith. I think this is the most
talented
team
you are,
they've had. I think it's the most talented team they've had since at least 2010.
Listen, I already called I can't beat it on Spirit or the Syria or whatever, but I've already called my shot at game 1. 35 us, 10 them, meaning San Francisco. Now, can we make that happen? And I truly, truly, truly accept that we could do that. And I think every member on the Jets squad knows that.
Well,
And
Keith, I'll tell you what. You want to know how that happens? Say the score again.
yeah.
Say the score for week 1 that you're predicting.
Oh, 35-10.
Jets win 35-10 if
Yeah.
Brock Purdy is running for his life in the opener.
Is
Now,
Brock
if I-
Purdy going to run for his life on the opener? Let's go. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go.
That's how it happens, Keith. Brock Purdy runs for his life.
Yeah, but I really believe that we could do that. And if any of those guys that are playing their little games on, a lot of the guys, you had Tittman on yesterday, and you were asking him what his favorite song was that he plays before that. And I grew up in a different era. I grew up in rock and roll and Pink Floyd, The Who, and God. And he was playing Johnny Cash yesterday. He was talking about Johnny Cash yesterday. That was one of my mom's favorites. But, what I could tell you is this. If you have the passion to take this to the next level, you will survive. I'm doing it myself with what I'm going through. And if you don't know who I am, that's fine. But I will tell you this. We have the opportunity to squash all those ESPN announcers that trash this group of level of people that have a level of belief that you've never seen in your life. When who's on Tuesday morning? Richie. Oh man, who's on Tuesday morning with his live show?
Robbie Sabo, who joins me?
Yeah. When you hear Robbie come back and say, Keith is right, this is about the community. Okay? I never leveled down on that. There's no reason for it. What I can tell you is that we have the passion, the compassion, the empathy, the sympathy, and the compulsion to win. If you can't, guys on the front line, the back line, the safety, or whatever, hear me out right now. Listen to Rodgers. He's going to make play changes along the line. Okay? And that's the way he likes to do things. And as long as his health stays good, I think we are bulletproof to win the AFC. That's number 1, I know, guys. And then beat everybody else up in the playoffs. And then bring a Super Bowl. Bring a Super Bowl so we all can wear. Look, I'm going to turn around.
Keith mooning us. There we go.
No. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Let's go, Keith. I love it. Great call by Keith. Hit the like button. If you're an Asmaniac, use the Keith Best emoji, baby. That's tremendous. Keith, always bringing the positivity, man. That's what we love. We need more Jet fans like that. I'll say it. You could be negative about the Jets, but no reason not to be positive now until the negative starts. Come on now. Let's be positive. Ladies and gentlemen, reminder, the Jake Asman merch store launches on Tuesday for the general public. It launches tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern for Patreon members. Shout out to Michael Duramo, who just became a Patreon member for the entire year. You sign up for the year on Patreon, you save 15%. Michael, love that your icon even on Patreon is still the Islander logo, my friend. Tremendous. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show to sign up. It's super easy. It takes literally 2 minutes or not even. to sign up. And then you get all the perks that you've heard me talk about. That easy. Jeffrey writes in, AFC East champions and more. I like it. I like it. This is, to me, the year they got to win the division. This is their best shot at it. The Bills are kind of, I don't want to say they're not rebuilding, but they're not the team they've been from a roster standpoint. They're in flux. They're still good, but they're in flux. The Dolphins, look, Tua stayed healthy last year. Do we know he's staying healthy this year? And they lost a lot of guys this offseason. Like, come on. If not now, then when? If not now, then when? Ladies and gentlemen, Michael writes in, imagine Lazard plays like he did in Green Bay as our 4 through 5 wide receiver, and Gibson becomes a legit slot. Corley shows he could at least be an average level starter. Next year could draft the DE and DT top 2 picks, then tackle next year. Michael, I love you. You're thinking about the draft next year? I'm thinking about what I'm going to get for dinner tonight, man. I can't think about the draft next year. Now, as far as Lazard playing like he did in Green Bay, that'd be amazing, right? That's the thing. People bring up Rodgers' 2022 season. His number 1 receiver that year was Allen Lazard, who was not even rosterable by the Jets last year. That's how good Aaron is, making people better. That's how good he is. It's crazy. Like, what are we talking about? Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Gusbuster hotline is open. Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. Tom makes a great point. Lane is our draft expert. I'll wait till he weighs in. Yeah, it's a good point. I can't think about the draft for next year until we get Lane Kerner's breakdown on the top prospects. That's a fact. You can't have draft discussion without Lane being a part of it now. He's changed the way we evaluate talent. No one had Knoble on their big board. And then Kuiper had him in the top 10 days before the draft. That's the bottom line.
On the 2022 draft pick, the pick goes to Knoble out of college.
This is what I'm talking about, people. This is what I'm talking about. You know, it's a football Friday. We should all be in a jolly mood. I'm going to share a clip that James Foster put out on his X account a couple days ago. He's a film analyst for A to Z Sports. Did a great video breaking down the Jets roster. Says they have the best roster in the NFL. He put together this montage that, I'm just going to say, might be a little inappropriate if there are kids around, all right? We're about to show you some Jet porn, okay? So that's your warning. Not safe for work, not safe if you're near children, the images you're about to see on your screen. Just sit back and watch the New York Jets roster come together for the upcoming season. Enjoy it. I know I am. Bruce. There's Garrett. Oh, he cooked a player and then Zach actually found him? Wow, this never happens. I was at this game. I was in the corner of the end zone where Garrett is right now, and it was sick. Watch Mike Williams. This is last year. By the way, all the clips besides the Rodgers one are from last season for obvious reasons. Most underrated player on the 2024 Jets, Tyler Conklin. Here's Tyron Smith stonewalling someone. Here's John Simpson doing the same in the running game. Boom. See you, Lamar. Here's Joe Tippmann, friend of the show as of yesterday. Mauling dudes. AVT. We know he's good. Please stay healthy, man. Watch our old pal Morgan, who's back. That's against Bosa. We'll see that week 1. Here comes Jermaine Johnson. Watch out, Tua. Ready for the boogeyman? Boom. See you, Mahomes. How about Big Q? Right into Bailey Zappi's lap. Here comes Quincy. They got to do this more this year. Quincy blitzing. He's so good. Watch our guy CJ, friend of the show. Still has it. Boom. Suck it, Taylor Swift. Here comes Sauce, baby. Lost in the sauce. This is one of the most impressive plays you'll see by a corner. The range and Sauce's lateral quickness is just insane. And DJ Reed, we know how good he is, too. Told you. Actual jet porn I'm showing you guys today. More DJ Reed. Boom. Nice throw, Tua. Tua's not even good against the Jets. That's what's such a joke about the Jets losing to the Dolphins the way they have in these 2 games last year. Pretty fun, huh? I enjoyed that. Did you? I know I did. Hit the like button if you enjoyed that one. JQuest says, F, my membership ran out. I can't even do a Knoble emoji. Someone gift JQuest a membership right now. Someone make it rain. Who's stepping up for the people? Jeff Life writes in, this will be an unforgettable season, unlike many past forgettable ones. It's time to win, man. Proud NYJ fan. Nick in the hospital says, that video is hotter than a shirtless Bobby. This channel is now X-rated. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Man with a rake says, I'm better than Lazard. A lot of people were last year. Hey, let's say shout out to Donnie Rosso, who just signed up for the entire year on Patreon. That's the best value, right? You sign up for the year, you save 15%. And if you're going to buy multiple things of merch, you're saving that money with the discount code I gave you for being a Patreon member. So you're getting your Patreon membership for free. So if you think about it like that, it's one of the great deals you're going to find. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Midnight is trying to get JQuest his membership. Unfortunately, it didn't go to JQuest, but it did go to a great Asmaniac. Jets Runny, you are now a channel member. Congratulations. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Len writes in, Len bought merch earlier when we did the flash sale because we hit a bunch of memberships in the first show today. Carly, thanks for all the hard work you did with Jake on finally getting the merch store for us as Maniacs. Seriously, none of it would be possible without Carly helping me put it all together. So definitely thank Carly in the chat. Proud member of our 4% female demographic. And we would not have this merch store up and running without her. Jesus Jerry writes in, Jake, whose tears are you looking forward to drinking this season? Are you adding lemon? I'm drinking those tears raw, baby. I mean, number one on my list is probably Nick Wright. Canty's right there. Cowherd's near the top. But there's some people in the New York media, too. I'll save that. Brandon says, why did everyone suddenly turn and go from saying Sauce was top-ranked corner to Sauce is overrated in like a week? People are stupid. I mean, who are these people, right? The latest is the NFL executive list that had Sauce at 3, which is insane. How did he was first team All-Pro his first 2 years, right? So last year on the same list he was 2. Now he's at 3 this year? F off. The anti-Jet bias is out in full force. I don't want to hear it. Carly writes in, I'm going to be so bored when I can't tease opening the store and abusing all the power I have. That's all right. You could come on the show again and you could sing the alphabet if you want. That works.
I can't believe they have to sing the ABCs.
Yeah, there's only
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, oh, voice crack, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
King Lowski, man. King Lowski. Our king. Jets carpetbagger. Sauce's cornerback 1. Fact. Of course he is. Of course he is. Like, it's not even. There's no debate. Look, you could say a lot of things about Jet fans, and I said this to Joe Tippmann yesterday when we were talking about how we as Jet fans, we know what good center play looks like because we watched Mawai and Mangold back-to-back. I watched every snap Darrelle Revis played with the Jets. Sauce is the closest thing to that we've seen. He's on a Hall of Fame trajectory through 2 years so far. Donnie Rosso writes in with a super chat. Donnie, you just signed up for the Patreon, baby. How do I get a green username? I feel left out. That is for Asmaniacs on YouTube. So you got to hit the join button. Or make sure you turn gift receipts on. Go into your settings and turn it on so you could receive gifts because someone might gift you a membership. And the memberships get gifted to people who like the videos, subscribe, have the longest watch time, comment. Basically, it rewards you for being interactive on the channel. That's how it works. Jeff Life says, what team should we beat the worst? To me, it's always the Patriots. I don't care. I want blood week 3. Actual blood. Donnie says, where's the join button? Left-hand side, bottom of the screen, up top, like underneath me. Hit join. Duncan says, who cares about rankings? Just win it on the field. Agreed. But, I mean, Sauce has done all he could on the field, right? Like, it's one thing if we're upset about, like, power rankings for Aaron Rodgers, for example. I mean, honestly, he was ranked 8th. That was higher than I thought he was going to be ranked. I think I said this in a radio hit I did a couple days ago in Albany. If I ranked Aaron Rodgers as the 8th best quarterback in football, non-Jet fans would say, oh, you're just ranking him that high because you're a homer. When I disagree, but that would be the perception. The fact that Aaron was in the top 10, I was like, all right, I think they got that one right. My issue is Sauce is, objectively speaking, the best corner in football. He's first-team All-Pro 2 straight years since entering the league. How does he go from 2 last year on this list to 3? You don't want to have him 1? It's stupid, but like, okay. But he should be 1. And if anything, 2, not 3. And there's one moron in a front office that didn't even have him in the top 10 in his rankings. What a clown that is. Jesus Jerry. Jake question, your favorite current non-Jets quarterback, running back, receiver? It's a great question. I don't know. I'm really think of some former Jets I liked that are on different teams. Quarterback, definitely Zach Wilson. You guys know I'm the biggest Zach fan out there. Running back. Michael Carter. And wide receiver, didn't Denzel Mims sign with someone's practice squad? Denzel Mims. Favorite non-Jet players. I actually have no issue with Michael Carter personally. He's cool. Addison says, what if is becoming what now? I like that. What if is becoming what now? Brandon says, who do you think would be the toughest playoff matchup? For the Jets? Brandon, I love you, man. I can't talk about playoff matchups for the Jets yet. Can we get there? I think the toughest matchup is the team that's won the Super Bowl the last 2 seasons. I think that's their toughest playoff matchup. The team that's won 3 Super Bowls over the last 5 years and is going for a three-peat this year. Dano says, rank these former Jets in order of most career games played. Sanchez, Darnold, Zach. Sanchez played the most games. And then Sam started for 3 years. So did Zach. So you got to think about the benchings for Zach. He also did miss some time his second year. Darnold had mono his second year, but I think games played, Dano, unless this is a trick question. I think it's Sanchez 1, Darnold 2, Zach 3, no? Jesus Jerry says, Jake, did you like or hate Sanchez more post hot dog eating versus the Raiders? Mark Sanchez was my guy. I loved Mark Sanchez. I was a Sanchez defender. I was a Sanchez truther before that was even a term. All right? That was my guy. I loved Mark. So I always had Mark's back. Let's see. Boomtown says, imagine a power rankings for the Asmaniacs. Well, Boom, you put the football roster together, so if you want to power rank Asmaniacs, I defer to you. All right, Gusbuster Hotline's open for anyone who wants in on the conversation. Let's keep it rolling right now with some of your calls. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Bobby time.
Well, you know, I need to find Matt O'Leary. He's supposed to come on my show. I want his butt on a stick. Bobby.
We still have that one. I thought we got rid of that one.
Never.
I like that guy. I'm done with that. That's fine.
How was the Bobby show today?
Oh, I went like an hour and a half, then I had my lunch.
What'd you have for lunch?
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
Nice.
Yep, I took a break like you suggested. Go to like an hour or two. Then take a break before your show. Then we got VR and Johnny and the other wrestling guy. And after that, I'll go on back on.
So you're spending your Friday night consuming and being a part of YouTube content. I love it.
Yeah, well, I have plenty of rest now. So this is Friday night, party night.
Let's go.
So are you going to the Yankee game today?
I'm not, no.
Oh, you look all dressed up. You look like you're ready to go.
Not really. I'm wearing a Yankee hat and a Camp Canadensis polo shirt.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going. Said you might go to the game tonight.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I'm not going.
Why? You got good seats, can you?
It's not about the seats. It's just I don't feel like going tonight. Another time.
Oh, okay. Too much traveling.
Sure.
Oh, first you gotta get dinner first. You're hungry.
Well, I mean, I could get dinner at the game if I went.
Right, that's true. Derek Carr, I didn't want him on the Jets anyway. He stinks. No, he would have been a good pick for us, right? That would have been horrendous. That might be another Zach Wilson.
He's not that bad. I mean, he's just not worth the money.
Yeah, but he was a free agent, right? He said.
He was a free agent. Yeah, he got paid like $43 million a year.
And how much is it? Aaron Rodgers he took less because
he did because he redid his deal, so his cap hit for the first 2 years. I think Aaron's cap hit among quarterbacks in the NFL right now is 13th in the league.
Yeah, but he's a good guy. He took 35 that less money. It was great.
He's a great guy. Yeah, he's helping the team.
I know. It shows that these morons who do they're smoking Kush in a room.
What's up with you and Kush?
I know. I just think that's what they're doing. They're high when they do their things,
Maybe they're smoking something besides Kush, though.
Maybe. I don't know. Could be. Possibly.
I think it's probably likely.
So who was that guy you had on this morning? I never saw him at all. Who was that guy?
You have to go rewind and watch.
I know. Who is he, though?
It's a mystery.
I know he was a different guy you had on. I never saw his face before.
His name was Sean.
Sean. Oh, yeah. Oh, that really helps. I know it's Sean from the Sports Fury, so that wasn't him. So what does he do? I don't know what he does.
He covers football.
Oh, okay. Well, I never met the guy. He's going to be on regular?
No, he was just coming on for the day.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes you bring the regulars on. That's why I thought you'd bring him on.
Hector says Bobby and his genius questions.
Hector and his dumb writing. Hector's on my butt again. I don't even know this character.
Yeah.
I think he's a nutcase.
Does he smoke the Kush?
Okay. I apologize to Gary when he came on my show today.
You and Gary worked out your issues?
Yeah, it was my fault, of course, because
what happened?
I thought the wrong way. He said I said it a different way. That's what he said. So
what did he say?
I forgot, but we apologize and it's over.
You forgot?
Yeah, it's over. We smush to smush.
So you don't want Gary's butt on a stick.
No, that's fine. No.
Okay, so you and Gary are good.
Yeah, I just want that thing about Matt O'Leary off. That would be good.
What was the controversy between you and Gary again?
About my, he was asking me.
You know, it's interesting. I saw you only did like a 14-minute show last night, Bobby. That was like a record short show.
I know. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Yeah. So, yeah, you're a good guy, Jake. You're awesome.
Thanks, Bobby.
You're welcome. We'll let you go and then put on some more people.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see you
Was
later.
that a good talk? I talked Jets too this time too.
You gave us some good Jet insight. Yep.
Were you surprised? Yes.
Nothing with you surprises me anymore, Bobby. I expect the unexpected.
Yeah, that's true. Good call.
Yep.
All right, we'll see you soon.
How come you never wear your Yankee hat anymore?
Because you give me the Jet hat, so.
Yeah, but you ever a big? I'm a Jet fan. I'm wearing a Yankee hat.
Yeah, I'll wear the Yankee hat next time.
Yeah, didn't I sent you a new one because the one you used to wear, Babe Ruth wore, was so
the
old.
Babe Ruth, yeah, that one.
Do you have that hat handy? I have new listeners all the time. I think there's a lot of people who maybe didn't know that you used to wear a Yankee hat every call.
Oh yeah, the one that. Oh God, that was horrible, wasn't it?
You have the hat that Babe wore?
It's somewhere around.
All right, I'll come back to you. All right.
Here's the one that you brought me.
Nice.
I like that one, but I always thought you wanted me to wear the Jet hat. So.
You can mix it up.
All right, I'll mix it up tomorrow. When you going on early tomorrow?
I'm going on late.
What time?
To be determined.
Oh, then. Oh, you're doing the radio show, right?
No, I don't have any radio this weekend.
Oh, that's Monday. That's Monday after the K show, right?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. We'll go on there. I'll call you. Collins?
Yeah, give me a call Friday night, all right?
Yeah, of course. We'll go into the future about a week. We're thinking a week ahead. Then that will be almost the end of July. You believe that?
Yeah, crazy.
The summer's going fast. I'm crying right now.
You're going to cry
Days are
because
getting
summer's going
shorter,
fast?
too. Days are getting shorter, too. You know that?
Yeah.
I think by 15 minutes it gets darker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this time of year. It sucks. But I like football, but I just don't like losing the hours.
Right.
4:45, remember those days?
Oh, who could forget, Bobby? Who could forget?
Getting weary. My back is untight. I'm sitting here in the traffic on the Queensboro Bridge tonight. I don't care because all I wanted to do, catch my drive and drive home to you.
Bobby, when the sun goes down in a little while, I'm going with my 69-year-old girlfriend to take a walk on the beach in Palm Beach. I'm 60, she's 69. I love hanging out with her.
You like the older women? You like the cool?
I don't like those ones in
Bobby.
Calm your freaky down.
Bobby, you can't ask Keith if he likes cougars. Come on.
I know, but she's 9 years older than him. I'm only kidding, Keith.
You know, when you sing New York, New York, I want you to go back and play the post 9/11 game at Shea Stadium when Liza Minnelli came out on the field to sing New York. I asked Jake to make a video to Edgemo you in with your face, with Liza kicking her legs up with the police officers holding her by her arms.
If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Yeah, I'll do that.
Show's not done. We continue. Open phone lines for anyone who wants in on the conversation. If you're a first-time caller, no wait time. Go right to the front of the line. Hit the like button. Also, so I'm announcing a merch store. You guys know that. Huga House announced today they got new summer hats available. A bunch of you, got the alert because my phone was buzzing with people using promo code Asman. HugaHouse.com. Get their brand new hats. They launched 10 like 3 weeks ago, and then they just launched like 4 new ones earlier today. So for those of you who are in the hat game, love hats, vintage-inspired hats, hats that Hall of Fame quarterbacks rock, HugaHouse.com, promo code Asman at checkout. Go fast because they usually sell out pretty quick, but you'll get a 15% discount. Second time you use the code, it's 30% off. So keep that in mind as well. All right, Super Jets are flying off the shelves. Ladies and gentlemen, Jose Olivero says August 7th should be fun. Patreon members are in for a treat. Let's go, Jets. Ladies and gentlemen.
Bang!
Jose is referencing a certain meetup that I teased earlier in today's program. A certain meetup that I teased in East Hanover, New Jersey. A meetup at a restaurant that Jose's family owns. That features regular customers such as Nick Mangold and Rex Ryan. August 7th, the meetup in New Jersey. 15 minutes from Florham Park. Be ready. More details to come, but we're letting Discorders, Patreon users, find out first. Let's go, Jose. And by the way, this venue's bring your own beer. Bring your own alcohol. BYOB. But Jose is putting together an epic menu for all the Jet fans coming out. And I'll bring some cases of beer for the people. Why not? Jquest says, Jesus, that was confusing. I thought the show was over. And to be honest with you, I had a bunch of messages I needed to text or check my phone, Jquest. So I'm like, let me play some best of. Episode 4 of the best of is out. Watch it. NY Flight Talk says, hey, Jake. Hey, Connor. Happy belated birthday to Connor, everybody. He's officially a teenager now. He's 13 years old and knows more about the Jets than 99% of my audience. And here's the thing. Connor has never seen a Jet playoff game since he's lived on planet Earth. Think about that. That's how long this playoff drought has been. All Connor has known in his life is not being in the playoffs. He doesn't remember the Jets going to a championship game in 1998. He doesn't remember the Jets being a playoff. These are all the times the Jets were in the playoffs or made playoff runs in my lifetime on this planet as a fan of the team. 01. 02. Won the division. Shout out to Coach Herm. 04. 06 with Mangini's first year. 09 with Rex. 2010 with Rex. That's the thing. At least when the Jets have made the playoffs, they typically have gone on runs. Like the Jets were one and done in 2001, right? But 02 they won a playoff game. 04 they won a playoff game. 06 they were one and done, fine, but that was a surprise year. 09 they won 2 playoff games. 2010 they won 2 playoff games. Think about that. Boy Green writes in, so his parents made sweet and passionate love after the last Jets playoff game, which made Connor. You know, I haven't done the math on this, Boy Green. You bring up an interesting point. We would have to go back and check. Either way, you know what I look forward to this year? Boy Green doing his post-game show. And instead of having to make sweet and passionate love to his fiance after a brutal Jet loss, it's actually after a phenomenal Jet win.
So we're going to get into all of it here. Again, my name is Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. We come 2 hours after every final whistle here for the post-game show. And I'm going to be honest. The only good thing that happened to me late tonight, early this morning, was making sweet, passionate love to my fiance, which I did. After the article was written and that kind of stuff. That's the only good thing that happened. Not great. Terrible.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
I mean, congrats, Boy Green. Another kid is on the way for Boy Green. Mother Effin' Chu says, what happened with Gary and Bobby? You know, my understanding is there was an altercation that has been resolved between those two. Gary was doing his show yesterday. The Bobby show was on. I think Gary said something to Bobby. Bobby thought that it was Gary trying to push him off. You know, this YouTube game is not easy, man. It's a competitive landscape. Tom A says, the master of the missionary, Boy Green. You know, I don't know if that's true, Tom, but we could go with it. Sure. Trevor says, most legendary Boy Green clip of all time. Boy Green, if you're out there and you want to call in, feel free, man. Trevor says you are a role model from our healthy marriage. Well, I don't think Boy Green's married, Gil, right? I'm pretty sure he's still engaged, right? Unless I missed it, Paul. Your fiance to this point is still your fiance, right? Hennessy Heisman with a super chat. Some Dolphins fans became an adult and their own kids still haven't seen a playoff win. Happy birthday, Connor. Henny shots in 8 years. Love it. Boy Green says, yep, engaged for 6 years. COVID halted those plans. Well, there you go, folks. Boy Green, you're basically married, though, if you're having kids. You live with your fiance. You have kids. You're basically married. No one wants to call in, huh? I'm shocked. Usually the Friday shows are wild, but we did go long for the first one. So we had a surprise flash sale for the merch. Wild. Rich says it's our time. There's the positivity. Dave writes in, at least Connor has not witnessed horror show losses. I disagree with that, Dave. They've had some brutal losses these last couple of years. All right, Connor's old enough to remember, I think, 2015 in Buffalo. I think. Connor, what's the first year you remember being a Jet fan for? Actually, you might have told me this. I think, I stand corrected, Dave. I think it was the McCown year in 2017. So, of the brutal losses, I mean, I guess the Darnold ghost game, but these teams weren't any good. The brutal losses in 2022, I mean, I think we all could name the three that immediately stand out from that season. Both Patriot games and the Jaguar game. Big Islander fan. Finally, training camp is within sight. Yes. Boomtown says, great day for a Hawk call. That's not going to happen. Come on. And I'm dating Margot Robbie. Hawk's going to call in, please. Sean writes in, last time the Tuna Fish won a playoff game, social media wasn't even a thing. The last time the Dolphins won a playoff game, Bill Clinton was in office. Come on now. John says, I was 12 when they won the Super Bowl. John's been waiting ever since. J-Quest says, a Tom Ace call is what we need. Let me just say, I'm so glad that J-Quest is back from his vacation. There was a big void in the chat without J-Quest's contributions. There was. I noticed it. The fact that he's not even a channel member right now is a disgrace. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a man who needs zero introduction. I will simply say he will kick your ass if you mess with him. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Boy Green.
What is going on, Jake?
BG, how are we?
I'm doing awesome, man. I don't know how long this will last on the phone, but had to call in, baby. It's excellent. Look at this. We're less than a week from training camp, and things are popping, baby. And I'm pretty sure the math works out on Connor's parents, Jets, Patriots, and then boom, Connor. Yeah.
So you look like you're in a radio studio. Are you
That's right.
at these Syracuse studios you do your show from?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Give us the tour. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. So, okay, we're here at the Score 1260. That's 93Q, the number one hit music station. Very nice. All right. Got the Score 1260 here. Man-Child Show with Boy Green. There we are. Ba-boom. Very nice. All right, let's take a tour. Let's go around. I don't know if anyone's here. All right, let's see. All right.
By the way, this is a great view of how long your beard is, man.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we don't get to see it. Here's 95X. Very nice. A nice little studio there. Yeah, you don't get the length. It's very zoomed in on the camera. You look Cumulus Media. Look, I've got a couple cars in the parking lot. Okay, very nice. All right, let's take a gander. Let's kind of go around. Oh, Employee of the Month, not Boy Green. Thanks. Not sure what's happening.
Have you won Employee of the Month?
I have not. Some people would say similar to the Jets on dew. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. All right, here we go. Here's the sales office. Okay, nice sales office. There's a lot of cubicles. Okay, we're selling radio action here. Boss's office right there. Very nice. All right, yeah, there we go. Cubicles. We're making the full tour around. Oh, nice kitchen. Nice. Oh, let me bring it to the kitchen. It's MTV Cribs. Okay, look at this vending machine. Very nice.
Oh.
Top of the line. Sure.
Wait, hold on. Bobby, call back in. What should Boy Green get from the vending machine?
Oh, that's a good point. All right. We got some candies. Not going for the energy bar, but that's their Crunch Bar, Twizzlers, Reese's, Musketeer, peanut M&Ms. Never a bad choice. Kit Kat. That's an arrangement of chips. Let's go to the office here. Oh, wow.
All right.
Supplies. You ever need supplies? Papers, staplers, markers, pens, pencils, copy paper. Very nice.
BG, Bobby's on the line to help you pick out a snack.
Oh,
Bobby, what do you got?
Go back to the vending machine. What do we got? Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Oh, Boy Green, I'm sorry I wasn't on your channel this morning.
Oh, that's okay. I'll try to forgive you. What am I picking here?
I'm gonna be on tomorrow with your dad. Let's see. Go with Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
It's king size. That's a weird choice. What is this? 1994? Well, why are we going with a Kit Kat?
Okay, go with Snickers then.
Yeah, there's a Snickers right there. That's true. Let me see how much it is. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, $3.25. That's a little rich.
How much? Hold on. What's your Venmo? I got this. This is on me, Boy Green. All right.
Okay,
this is from me and Bobby.
Oh, God bless. Okay, it's that. I think it'll work with either boygreen25 or my email, which is Paul A the letter Esden ESDEN JR@gmail.com.
You said it's $3.25?
Yeah, let me see. 303. Yep, $3.25. $3.25.
For a Snicker bar?
Yeah, I know. I said it was a little rich. I don't know who's making these prices, but
these better be golden Snicker bars. I tell you that much.
It says peanuts, caramel, and nougat. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Payment sent. Candy from Bobby. Done.
Bobby, you're the best. Oh yeah, I just got the notification. Nice, Bobby. What a guy. Snickers it is tonight. Nice.
I disagree with that. That shouldn't be $3.25. How do you guys survive over there?
Bobby, price is right it for me. What should be the price?
It's like in the stores, isn't it like $1.50?
I don't know. You tell me market value. I don't know.
I think it's $1.50 in stores, not $3.25.
Okay. All right. So they're upcharging us, it looks like.
Well, you better talk to your people who are in charge of that. Tell them to put the prices down. They're going to get more. If they charge more, they're not going to get that much. They're idiots. They should charge less each time.
Very nice. Got a buck.
Isn't that ridiculous? They charge $3.25 for Snickers.
It's outrageous.
Yep, here we go. Beautiful.
Bobby, excellent job.
I would be.
Yeah, thanks,
I'd
Bobby.
be picking in that. I would tell them to sit down with the people who organize that stuff. Tell them to change the prices right now.
25. Very nice. Let's buy this thing. Let's go.
Well, you know I can't wear my freaking hat. It's hot, my balls will sweat. Oh, look, I have a fan. Bobby.
Oh, you're yelling at me now. Here, take my money. Yeah, nice. All right,
Isn't it great? This is the last Friday before real football, Paul.
That's true. Yeah, this is phenomenal. This Snicker's going to hit the spot. Nice. Okay. Okay, nice. Great sounds here. Okay. All right, thanks, Jake and Bobby. This is going to be great. Okay, let's make sure we get the code right. 303. I'll make you confirm it. Yes.
Boy, I got a question from Jake Quest here. He super chatted it in. Paul, every time I see that clip, it reminds me of Kramer doing karate with the kids on Seinfeld. Be honest, did you get jumped by those kids after?
I plead the fifth. Oh, God, I love that scene. Hey, Seinfeld, right? Jake's an ass man.
That's right.
I'm a karate guy. Yeah.
I have the Ass Man hat that New Era made with the Seinfeld collab.
Is that in the merch shop?
It's not. No, it's a New Era hat. It's not a Jake Asman Show hat.
Nah, that's too bad. Yeah, that's what we need. We need some more of that in the merch shop. You know?
I love it. Are you ready for the merch shop, man? I mean, it's sweeping the nation, Boy Green.
I heard. Is there? When is it full access to the public? What does that say?
Full access is Tuesday. However, since you're a friend, if you want in on it tomorrow with the Patreon crew, I got you.
Wow. Okay. What a guy. All right. What is what? So you said when you had technical difficulties the other day, you like had a 90-minute run or something where the shop opened. What was the hottest item? What was moving?
You know, I don't know if there's been one item that's been like it's been a lot of different things. The hoodies have been great, but people like the logo hoodies. They like the Asmaniac hoodies. The shirts. There's so many different colors. People have ordered every color. It's been it's been mostly shirts and hoodies as far as like the top stuff, but a lot of people have gotten hats. The bucket hat has been a big seller the last couple of days too.
King Lowski. There you go. Shout
Lowski
out.
started the movement.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I did see. I was on whatever day this week when you were talking about the shop, and people were like, "I'm buying 3 or 4 different shirts, every color that's available." And I was like, "Okay, let's close the market. That's phenomenal."
Yeah, it's been wild, man. It's been fun. It's the turnout's been great so far.
Well, I love the hats. I think that's what I'm going to go for. The shirts are great too because I love wearing shirts. But the Asmaniac hat, I think, with the swooshing jet, I think that might be the ticket. Yeah.
Does Charles Gorman call your show ever, Boy Green?
No, I don't think I've ever had him call my show.
Well,
but I heard
in
about
honor
the
of him.
soup shirt.
Yeah.
Is the soup shirt out? Is that made yet?
No, the soup shirt's in the works, but we did dedicate the Gorman, tank tops in his honor. The wife beater style.
That's very smart. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice gun show there. So okay, nice. Good on the price. Very nice. Yeah, I'm waiting for the soup shirt too. That should be a classic.
I love it. All right, well, Boy Green, let's share the news that we shared on your show yesterday. You'll be a weekly. We're going to simulcast on both our channels throughout the upcoming season. We're going to aim for Fridays to start, and it might be a little flexible based on our schedules, but you'll be on my show. I'll be on your show in conjunction at least once a week throughout the football season. So that's going to be a blast.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The people have been asking for it. The people were asking for Snickers bars. We made that happen. People were asking for Asmaniac, Boy Green Coffee Club, some sort of a weird merge, baby. And here we are. So, boom. It's phenomenal, long overdue, and I'm glad, your people, my people, the agents got to the table and hammered out a deal that's fair for all parties.
Yep, lucrative deal, more money than what the Jets paid Tyron Smith. I mean, that's just how we get it done.
Okay, hopefully less incentives. Hopefully, we just kind of have a faith and belief in each other, trust that, we're going to get maximum value out of this thing.
Yeah, baby. All right, and hopefully that at no point you ever want to kick my head the way you wanted to kick Nania's head.
That's true. Yeah, I guess you got to be pressing some buttons for me to get that kind of juice. But hopefully we can bring that to the show. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas.
Boy Green, you're the man. Enjoy your night, my friend.
All right, see ya. Thanks for the Snickers, baby. Woohoo! I'm not me without Snickers. Yeah.
Boy Green, check it in. I love it. That was fun. It'll be fun to have on every week, man. Paul's great. I mean, so many of you guys watch his show first thing in the morning, 7:30 Eastern, I believe he starts. And he kind of sets the tone for the day. Carly says our biggest seller has been the hoodie. That's why I was going to say either t-shirt or hoodie. What color hoodie has been the biggest seller? Is it the green one? That's the question. BMAC is up next on the Gusbuster Hotline. We're going to wrap up here in just a bit. We went for 2.5 hours earlier because of the merch store flash sale. So a little shorter show, which is fine. It's the final Friday before the real stuff begins next week. BMAC, what do you got for us?
Hey, Jake. It is Friday. Thank God. Next week, train camp. So happy. We can get this thing, the off season over with. But yeah, I just want to say F Derek Carr. All right, y'all made the 100% decision to get a Rod. All right, even though he got hurt on the play of the year, and guess what? Nobody could have predicted that because the year before he was an Iron Man, and no one could have predicted that he was going to go down like that. So. F off the hater. He said, "Oh, you should have got Carr. No, Aaron was the right decision to get. All right, and whatever works out this year or whatever happens, he was still be the right decision."
I agree. Now Aaron's got to play, but once again, Derek Carr, I don't necessarily even think he's 100% accurate when he says that he's like, it was his choice to not be a Jet. Like B-Mac, your internet is just going wild, bro. Try to bear with it as long as I could. Like when Derek Carr said at the end of the cut, it's just I had to visit with other teams first. It's like, I think if the Jets made you an offer, you would have signed there because the Jets would have given you the best team you would have signed with. I think the Jets were waiting on Aaron. I think that's what happened. B-Mac, what are you getting from the merch store? Addison says, black hoodie with the green print. Fire. I'm with you. Carly, who's the director of merch show operations for this channel. A title I just came up with earlier, and I'm running with it. White hoodie with show logo, bestseller. The white Asmaniac hoodie is awesome. Tom says, white hoodie, great choice. Yeah, it was awesome. I think you ordered that, Tom, right? I saw your order yesterday. Oscar writes in, Jake, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when Ricky calls on the Bobby show, his Wi-Fi is perfect. He only has Wi-Fi problems on this show. Ricky has told me that. I don't know why. It's the Ricky Wi-Fi. Da-da-da. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I wish I knew. I really do. I wish I knew. Terrence says if we had Derek Carr last season, we would have went 7-10. Oh wait, we did go 7-10. I mean, the Saints weren't good last year, and Carr also got hurt. By the way, he wasn't good last year. Now, is he better than Zach Wilson, Tim Boyle, Trevor Siemian? Sure, but that's not what we're debating here. That's not what we're discussing. By the way, my theory on why Ricky's Wi-Fi works better on other shows he calls into, mainly the Bobby one, it's like growing up, if you listen to radio like I did, and like many of you did, at night, you get more stations than you do during the day. Right? I'll tell you a great story. Driving back from Jets-Bills, Thursday Night Football, Week 2 of the 2016 season, driving back from Buffalo to Ithaca, New York, that night after the game, I could get the fan on 660 crystal clear. In Buffalo, you could hear 660 on the AM signal. You can't do that during the day. It's only at night. So, I don't know. I think that's kind of like Ricky's Wi-Fi in a nutshell. Jesus Jerry says, Jake, mayo, ketchup, or barbecue sauce on a burger? Ketchup's my number one. I love barbecue sauce as well. Last night I had a burger for dinner from PJ Clark's. I put ketchup on it. I'm a burger ketchup guy, but I love barbecue too. I don't mind it. You can put ketchup and barbecue on stuff. It's America, man. It's a free country. All right. Reminder as we wrap up here. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. If you want access to the merch store tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. All the info, how you get on the merch store with an exclusive password for Patreon members, is there on the dashboard of the Patreon and in the Discord. That's how you do it. And then you get access to the merch store tomorrow with a 15% discount code if you join Patreon. And then for everyone else, store opens Tuesday. Can't guarantee every item will be there. That's why if you want something in particular for less than a cup of coffee a month, sign up for the Patreon. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Big shout outs to Donnie Rosso, Michael Duramo, and Marquise Payne, who signed up during the show for the Patreon. Early access is worth it. JR Jet says, Jake, please process my order. Need my As merch. It's not up to me, JR. It's the system. You ordered your merch today, right? Or yesterday? You'll get a notification when it ships. I promise. And if it doesn't, blame Carly. I'm just kidding, but you'll be fine. Big Islanders fan. PJ Clark's is still open. Yeah, there's multiple in the city. There's one on what? 3rd Ave. There's the one in Lincoln Center. There's one other one. So there's a bunch. Orders have started to ship, by the way. I want to make that clear. I've been getting notifications on that. All right, I said we were going to wrap, but I see Purple Belt Mike's on the line. Mike, you're the last caller. Close us out.
Just want to say, man, love the merch. I'm excited for my polo to wear it at work. Can't wait, baby. Let's go Jets.
Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike, bringing us the positive vibes into the weekend. I love it. JETS. Jets, Jets, Jets. Thank you to everyone for the support. Merch store tomorrow if you're on Patreon. RSVP to the watch party at T Squared Social. And if you missed it, Jake Asman, Richie from Jets Media collab meetup in Jersey, August 7th. Details are on my Patreon/Discord. First come, first serve. It's a smaller venue, so spots are limited. So we're offering up to the Discord crew first. Everyone buy a Kicks by Carly hat too in the store tomorrow. Thank Carly for putting the merch store together. 9 a.m. Thank you to everyone for their support. My name is Jake Asman. This has been the Jake Asman Show. What a week. What a day. Big shout out. Huge shout out to Joe Tippmann for joining us yesterday. Feedback from that interview has been awesome. So that's been great. Shout out to the Asmaniacs. Couldn't do it without you. Final weekend without football. Think about that. I don't care if it's practice. I'm talking about practice. Final weekend without football. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send you into the weekend the only way I know how, with a Gator masterpiece. Jets. Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go.
Stop. What's up, Jake? You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh, shit.
Stop.
Let me ask you something, ass man. What do you think of Zach Wilson?
He stinks.
Thank God he's gone. He never scores no fucking touchdown.
He stinks.
The second pick for number 2 destroyed the Jets' cause.
He stinks.
Asmaniacs kick so much ass, but some of them, they kill the vibe and make the show a freaking mess. So Jake reminds them.
He stinks.
When Alan calls, he speaks the hate. That cartoon douche, he trashed the Jets. Let Bobby know, cause he's the man who will find him.
He stinks.
Another call comes from the car. Distorted voice and no Wi-Fi. That's JJ with a crap-ass phone. Just cut him off the call.
He stinks.
Is that gas station pizza? Come on, Gary.
He stinks.
Chicken don't go with pasta. Let's get out of here, Jake.
The guy is terrible. Enough.